Chocolate chip cookies are the all-time favorite at our household. Who doesn't love these guys? I wanted to try making some in my SunOven, but we face multiple challenges in my household. First of all, it's a small household, so the whole recipe would be a crazy indulgence. So I had to find a way to modify the recipe to get something similar that did not have nearly as many sugars in it and also made fewer cookies. Also, there's a family member with an egg allergy, so we needed to find a way to do it without egg. In other recipes, I've had success using coconut oil and protein powder. We use soy protein isolate. That doesn't bother anybody in our household. And the combination achieves something of the same effect that you expect from eggs. So here are the ingredients and proportions that I used. I'm calling them sugarless chocolate chip cookies because I did not put any sugar in there. But using ordinary chocolate chips, of course, they do have sugar, and I wanted to keep that to a minimum, only having the sugar that was in the chips. So a cup of spelt flour, a scoop of soy protein, a quarter cup of coconut oil, vanilla extract to taste, powdered monk fruit to taste. In case that's new to you, it's a naturally sweet herb is what I think of it, but it's the fruit of something. Unlike stevia, it has no bitterness to anybody, but some people don't find it has a sweet taste. Apparently that varies with your own physiology. We do find it sweet, so it works for us, and it only took about half a teaspoon. It's a really concentrated sweetness. 1/3 of the 12-ounce package of chocolate chips, salt to taste, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and enough water to moisten. I divided that into 8 balls and flattened each slightly on a cookie sheet. This took us about 30 minutes at 225 degrees in the SunOven. Of course, a SunOven normally gets a lot hotter, and if it had been hotter, it would undoubtedly have cooked faster. But after buying all the ingredients and getting all excited, we had a solid week of rain. So the first day that we were down to about 50% cloud cover, here's the sky, I decided to go for it, and that was the temperature we could reach. And in fact, it worked very well. And they were, in fact, very tasty and pretty close to the original in enjoyment. I wanted to compare the nutritional values, so what I did is add up all the calories and divided by the number of cookies of the same size in each recipe. I made my cookies bigger than the ones that they describe on the chocolate chip package. I always have. You can clearly see that since 8 of them pretty much filled up my little silicone pan that fits in the SunOven. I did the same thing with my own recipe, and in both cases, I omitted the vanilla extract, baking powder, and monk fruit from calorie counts and carb counts because they're negligible. The difference is pretty striking. My cookies are 132 calories per, and 316 is the classic recipe. Our concern is really greater for carbs and sugars than it is for calories. So the classic recipe has 29 carbs per cookie, whereas my modified recipe has 17.5. This puts them in the category of something we can have for an occasional treat. Certainly not as a daily snack, but cookies are a treat. I would say we have another SunOven success. I hope if you also need to modify the cookie recipe, this will be of some use to you.